That is a question that I have received so many times, and every time I hear the question, what are the attributes of great leaders? It always, without fail, causes me to stop and think and think. And you would think, oh, John can just roll this off right off the top of his head. It's on the tip of his tongue. And I always have to stop and think. And I smile when I think of the people who I've worked with and for, who I think of as great leaders. And they're not the names you hear in the news or in history books, but by any stretch of the imagination, by anyone's measure, they would be great leaders. And when I think of them, this is what I think of. First, they're exemplars. Do as I do. Now some say, was it always follow me? Well, no, because sometimes you don't lead from the front. Sometimes you lead from the back. Sometimes always never when you lead from the front. It depends. But the one thing they always are is exemplars. The second thing, they're forward thinkers. What happened yesterday doesn't matter. It's today and where we have to be tomorrow. So they're forward thinkers. There are also no idea is a bad idea. They establish an environment where junior people can speak up and not be crushed because it wasn't their idea. They have the ability, that humbleness about them, that they can look and say with all honesty, wow, that was good. Let's try that. So if I stopped and said, my top three, that's it. They're exemplars. They're forward thinkers. They're humble. They establish an environment where they don't have to be the one that's right. It's not their idea, but they establish an environment where the ideas can come up. Talk about creating a followership. Oh my, that will do it for you. If you're a business person and you're not paying attention to being an example, because whether you like it or not, somebody's looking at you. You may not think you're the example. You don't want to be the example. A great basketball player once said, "I'm not your damn example." Well, unfortunately he was, but you get the point. Regardless, when you're in that position, you are an example. So if you're fudging on that travel claim, may seem like a little thing, it'll get down to the lowest levels, trust me. I think about organizations and what they need to do to create their senior leaders, to get people from that first frontline supervisor to being the CEO. And I often think of this. I have actually worked with a company that poured money into the maintenance of their copy machines rather than put any money in the development of their personnel. And they weren't the lone stranger out there. There were quite a few that do the exact same thing. I hope that's not the organizations that are listening to this video. I sincerely hope that. And invest in your people, invest in yourself, become a good leader.